on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Farms and Tools, baby. Today we got 36 FS22 mods in testing, only got one FS19 mod in testing, and we've got 13 modders to talk about, Cased, John Deere, and even some maps. You know what? Check it out. In testing for FS22 on PC, we have additional game settings. Barrel weight, Bergman GTW 430. Brand billboards, Chocolate Musil Factory. Plus Lexian 8000. Portrait B125. Corn Grenoder 280. Corn Grenoder Super 5M. Power console. Honey pallet station. Honey trigger pack. HW80 trailer pack. John Deere 437DT limmer. John Deere CB770. John Deere CS770. Joskin Wago loader. Kerpen TZ400. Metaltech WP8. Only sleep at night. Shh. Pack John Deere 600 FD and 700 FD. Pack multi-fruit container. Placeable dairy farm package. Quickie console. Rudolph Hauerman warehouse. Shed. Silage factory. SIP Spady 3K12. Wilson Pacesetter pack. And the Zader system front loader, which can evidently pick up a hippo and a lion. That's awesome. In testing for FS22 on consoles, we've got the Fent Weights pack. John Deere 9R, 9RT, 9RX 2019 series. We're going to talk about these later. Krone Swadro 2000. Repair Place, Treffler TG615, and the Viking PS 1004 1654. And your only mod in testing yet again for FS19 on PC, we have the GV04 Grapple Bucket. All that being said, we still have 1,156 mods sitting waiting to be tested, and the current average waiting time for newly submitted mods is it's 7 work days, but there's no way. Today, Custom Modding brings us their first devlog for 2022, and we get to see none other than their Case IH Axial Flow 250 series for all platforms. They've been making a ton of progress on this mod and have even added some new tracks, the ATI Powerflex and the Susi S-Tech. This is in addition to the quad track tracks, which will also be standard, and they got plenty of tire options from Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, and Continental. As far as the grain tanks, they're going to have the HC hide covers, the HC power extension, Demco, and the D's welding, and of course, Brazilian style tarp. They have two different spreaders. They're going to have a stock version and a fine chopper. Pipe options will have 5 different ones. You're going to have a 30, 40, and 50 foot static, as well as a 40 and 50 foot foldable option. And of course, a header that Custom Modding has been working on for a while, the Flex Draper, built around the Case IH 3162 TerraFlex 45 foot model. Lastly, they say we'll have some light options, numbers, and logos. Coming soon for all platforms. This mod is currently with Giants awaiting testing. It's been there for about a week or so. Hopefully we get to see this beauty soon. If you're not into red tractors, maybe some green tractors are your thing. Sid Modding brings us a full list of mods that they've got either in testing right now or waiting to be tested of Giants for all platforms. We got their John Deere 8760, 8960, John Deere 9020 and 9030 series, Demco SideQuest 1000 tanks, John Deere 8R, 8RT, and 8RX 2020, the integrated Exact Rate 8RX tanks, we're going to talk about these very soon, and the John Deere 9R, 9RT, 9RX 2019 series. I know players have been waiting to see some big American machines from John Deere, and soon you're going to have them. You might even get a sneak peek this weekend. Ooh, stay tuned. Speaking of the Exact Rate for the 8RX, we get to see this Exact Rate liquid fertilizer application system courtesy of JHHG Modding. This is going to be a great addition to their John Deere 1775 NT 24 row 30-inch 2022 model for all platforms when used together. By the way, the 1775 NT has already completed testing on ModHub. It's waiting to be released, but they're waiting to release it with the 8RX series and the Exact Rate system. That way, you get all 3 mods at the same time. The planter is going to feature tons of great new stuff, including a brand new 2022 year model, dynamic hoses, 3D tracks, vacuum blower, realistic dirt and scratches, real specs, and more. Check out all the specifications at the link below beside JHHG. Sid and JHHG are not the only ones bringing us some green tractors though, as Slush's Modding shows off their John Deere 6300 and 6405 small tractors. These were in Farm Sim 19, were a super popular smaller option for older farms, things like that. These are going to be available in FS22 with closed or open cab, 4x4 or 4x2 options, front weight, wheel weights, cabin glass options, chrome exhaust, and different bank covers, whatever that means. This one will be a welcomed addition for sure. AY Modding brings us a few new screenshots from their modeling process on the Massey Ferguson 4000 series 4-wheel drive tractor, shown here with 2 different exhaust options. The one you're seeing right now is the exhaust on the hood, and we get another version with the exhaust off to the side. Whichever way you prefer the exhaust, this is going to be a really fun tractor to drive around once it's released, and I cannot wait. A while back, Servertex announced their Autoloader cotton round bale trailer. Today, we get to see it, or them rather, in action. As we've said before, these trailers are going to hold up to 9 round bales, but we're also going to be able to have one that holds 11. That's going to be the version on the back, totaling 200,000 liters, I think, when used together. That's a pretty big field to get all that in one go, so good luck. One great thing is it's already with Giants waiting testing for all platforms. The front trailer that holds 9 bales is going to cost $15,000, while the rear trailer, funny enough, holds more. It costs less at $12,500. There's going to be plenty of customization options too, including wheels, lights, bell separator, autoload or not, tension belts, and additional hitch options for the rear trailer. Maybe you'll be able to use even more than just 2 trailers. You'll also be able to change the colors of the base, chassis, bell support, side panel, and the rim colors. That's a lot of options. I love that. Since, as you may know, bell auto-loading is a little bit more delicate in Farm Sim 22 than it has been in previous games, therefore, this mod does come with a warning. I've never seen this before. Surfair Text says this: the auto-load and collision system are very sensitive, so follow these guidelines. Do not load in places with clusters of bells. Do not make sharp turns. Do not use the straps while the bells are in the auto-loaded form. For the auto-loaded and the bells on the trailer itself, and they're past the straps. Not sure what that means exactly. Anyway, do not use too many trailers. Do not use trucks with very large cabins. If the bell touches the cabin, the collision will conflict and it'll go poof. Use autoload cautiously. Ooh. They've got a great video on their Facebook page that doesn't show any problems at all, so if you want to check it out in all its glory, I'll link that below. Lasty94 has completed yet another project and has already uploaded it to Giants for testing for all platforms, the Homestead Farm Supplies. This is an agricultural supply store offering players products to purchase, including all base game crops and grains, as well as all liquids. Basically, kind of like 82 Studios multi-filling station without the buying ability of production products. That gives you an idea of what to expect. This is going to cost you $35,000. It's going to be $100 per day, which is not bad for its size because it is pretty sizable for what it is. So keep that in mind. It's kind of its own little complex, so you will need plenty of space for this. Be ready for that. It's been a while since we talked about Edo Mod and Map Italia. If you're looking for progress and screenshots, things like that, you're not going to find that today. But what we do get is to see this new soil texture from Italia Emilia extension. You can see the differences between the rainy areas on the left, the clear area in the middle, and the snowy ground on the right. I know some people don't pay a lot of attention to the detail of the ground in the game, but it's pretty awesome, especially for players that do love that extra little bit of detail. Since Farming Simulator 22 released, and even before then, BulletBill has been working on hundreds of models based around UK features. Homestead Farm by Oxygen David will be one of the first places that we get to see some of these put into practice. Every time you go through a metal gate or something similar to that, it's going to be a brand new high-quality mod from BulletBill, made to be as realistic as possible. This map just keeps getting better and better. Bill, it's great to have you back, my dude. Black Sheep Modding say that their old stream farm map is progressing very nicely and very well and very quickly. At that, they've already started doing some internal testing, which is great news. This means that we're getting closer and closer every day to seeing it released. They do say that it's going to take a couple more weeks to get the map completed and finished testing before it's sent off to Giants for testing for their part, but that just means it's going to be even better. While we wait on this map, make sure you check out their Gator pack that released yesterday. It looks so cool. Peter716 is back with us today with a ton of information on the Greenlands map, which will be one of, if not the first UK-based map for all platforms on Moda for FS22. The map is finished and is currently with Giants awaiting testing right now. This is a fictional map inspired by real farms set in the UK. A total of 100 fields shape the landscape with all different shapes and sizes. You're going to find a biogas plant, grain mill, sawmill, storage areas, and sheds along the river and several forestry areas. Every field will feature contracts, so you can work all the fields even if you don't own them. Also, all animals are built into the map as placeable, so you could sell them along with all of the sheds of the main farm. The gates can also be sold off as a whole by clicking on any gate on the map and just selling it, and then poof, all the gates are going to be gone. This even works with the hedges the same way, so you can basically clear the entire map of obstacles, which is really neat. You're going to find four farms to choose from actually here. You got Greenland Farm. It's going to have cows, pigs, sheep, and chickens. You also have grain storage, 3 silage pits with plenty of sheds for all your equipment. Then there's Greenside Farm. This is going to have cows, sheep, and 2 silage pits. Thirdly, you have Roadside Farm. It's going to have pigs and grain storage. There is technically a 4th farm called Woodview Farm, but there's no animals on that one, just 2 sheds and storage areas. Peter has sent this map over for a first look, and I'm going to try and get that video done this weekend for you guys. It's going to be really cool. Well, yeah, and the map was actually out for FS19 as well. So if you would like to get an idea of what to expect and what it's going to be like in 22, check that out. I'll link it below. Nathan has some updates for us today for his upcoming FS22 mods, but unfortunately it's not a lot of great news. Let's start off with Meadowgrove 22. He says the map is still moving forward, just needs to get placeables done and a few other things. He's also got updates on his JCB pack, the Albin pack, and the AW trailer pack, but it's basically the TLDR. He hasn't been in the mood to mod, so progress has been slow, if at all. That's about it. And lastly, today, Lancey Boy brings us 2 new screenshots from Stone Valley 22 and says that the main farm is now completed. He's moving on to the rest of the map to start designing it and bringing the map back to life for a new generation. And I'm bringing back the segue to the outro for a new generation. JK, same as always. Just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to all topics discussed today can be found in the description below. There's no release dates for mods, so myself nor anyone else knows when any mod is going to be released. If I did not talk about something that you're interested in or curious about, that just simply means that there's no new information at the time of recording this video. Please refer to previous episodes on the most current status of those projects, and make sure you stay tuned to the channel for updated information on everything new going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Well guys, that is going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Hit subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. On with that, hope you have a great day. We will see you. Peace. So, 200,000 subscribers. I can't even comprehend it. Thank you guys.